Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with What About That Shadowy Place by GDC. We don't go there. All right. So you're going to want the line tool probably for this. You can do coloring as well, but the line tool is really helpful. So if you don't have that enabled, go into your settings and just at the very, very top, enable the pen tool. It's called a pen tool. And then that gives you access to draw lines on the grid borders, which is what we're going to want to do in this puzzle. So just in case you don't have that enabled. All right, so let's go over the rules carefully here. These are rules you're going to encounter in general. It's called chaos construction. We haven't done a lot of that. We've done some of that in this series, but I think it's very good to know about the chaos construction type, and they're very fun usually. All right, so we have 6x6 chaos construction rules. So we still have a Latin square, meaning in every row and every column, we're placing the digits 1 to 6, exactly once each. There are also 6 regions in the grid. The regions are connected as you'd expect them to have to be connected. So they're orthogonally connected, like this might be a region, or this might be a region. They're all size 6. And we're placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each in each region, just like it would be a box or a row or column. So we don't have our normal boxes, but we do have these chaos construction regions. Now, what's special about chaos construction versus irregular is we are not given the regions. We have to discover them. Part of the puzzle is figuring out what our 6 regions are. So in addition to that, we do have fog in the grid. So most of the cells are gray right now because they're fogged over. So when we reveal the fog, we might reveal stuff that's underneath the fog that we couldn't see before. When we get a correct digit, that reveals the fog. It reveals that cell and the 8 cells surrounding it. I'm not going to demonstrate that, but that does technically mean you could click on a cell and just like put 1 through 6 in it to figure out which is correct, because one of them will reveal and the others won't. This puzzle can be solved logically without doing that. And if you do that, you're just cheating yourself. Like, why do the puzzle at all if you're going to do that? So you are encouraged not to do that. Okay. Additionally, we're going to have black and white dots in the grid. You can see half of 2 black dots here. They're also going to be white dots. Digits separated by white dots are consecutive. So pretend there was a white dot between these two. We could put, say, 1, 2 there because those are consecutive. We could put 2, 3. We could go 3, 2. The order doesn't matter, just that they're going to be consecutive. And digits separated by a black dot have a 1 to 2 ratio, meaning one is exactly double the other. So if I put a 2 here, I could put a 4 there because 4 is double 2. Or I could put a 1 here because 2 is double 1. In addition to that, the dots give us hints towards the regions, or they clue us towards the regions. So the cells separated by a black dot are always in different regions from each other. So the region, this region and this region are different. These cells are in different regions. And cells separated by a white dot are in the same region. All right, so those are the rules. There is a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. I do promise that we try to make these puzzles approachable. Once you understand the rules and you kind of understand how that works, I do think that you can do this puzzle. So definitely give it a try. And I'm going to get started right now. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open my pen tool and I'm going to draw these borders here. We'll draw that border and that border because we know that these are different regions. I'm also going to use colors here. So I'm just going to give each of these regions a distinct color because you might say, hey, how do you know that these are 2 different regions? Well, I'll explain that. So first of all, we know these are different and these are different because of those cell borders. But also, if we wanted these 2 to be the same, we'd have to orthogonally connect them somehow. So we'd have to draw some kind of U shape. Like we'd have to come down, we'd have to go around, then we'd have to come back up. And this can only be 6 in size. This is already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is already 7. So we'd have to do this and it would completely block off blue. There's no way to go around a 6-cell blue region and be 6 cells yourself. It's just not going to happen. So these are 3 different regions. Now regions have to be 6 in size. So this region needs to grow. There's only one way it can grow. It's going to grow here. Now this region needs to grow. There's only one way for it to grow. It'll grow here. Now this causes kind of what I call a race. The regions race each other. So this orange is going to have to go down 1 more now that the blue has grown. So we know that there's a region border here. Now the blue does not have to go down. The blue could go right, which would force the green right, but that's reasonable. Okay, so from here, we can actually start revealing cells. We could have done this from the start, but we know that there's a black dot chain here. So we need to double a number twice, if you think about it. We're going to start on one end with the lowest number. One of these ends will be the lowest number. We don't know which. And then we're going to double it twice. Why can't you double then half? Or why can't you half then double? Is because you would repeat the same digit, right? If I do 4, 2, 4, we're halving, then we're doubling. That's going to be repeat the 4 in the row. We're not allowed to do that. So we're going to be doubling twice. The only number we can double twice and still be less than 6 is the 1. So we're either going to go 1, 2, 4 like this, or we're going to go 1, 2, 4 like this, putting the middle cell as a 2 always. All right, so now we get another border here. So the green has to grow. It's going to grow there. And these are all the same region as each other because of the white dots. There's also a black dot here. So from 1 or 4, we always do go to 2. And if you think about it, 1's always going to double to 2. 4, we can't double to 8, so we're going to have it to 2. So that's a 2. Now we know we can't repeat digits in a region, so this has to be a border. Blue cannot go there. And so blue is going to go down. Now we also know that these 3 are in the same region as each other, and they're not blue. And they're not green because we're not allowed to, these are not allowed to be the same region and these are not allowed to be the same region. And so this is a new region. We'll call that purple. And we know that there's a border here. Now blue, there is a border between purple. There's a border here. So we're going to start racing again. The orange is going to come down. The blue is going to come down. And then there is a border between them. And so now the orange has to come down again. But we don't know that the blue has to come down. This could be blue. All right, so now these are in the same region as each other, right? So they can't repeat. So one of them is going to be a 1, one's going to be a 3, forming a 1-3 pair. These are in the same region. This has to be green just because of the white dot there. And so we also know there's a border here. Let's see, what can we do next? From the 1, we'd have to go to a 2. And there's already a 2 in the column. So this has to be the 3. This is the 1. 3 can only go with 6. Ooh, okay. So blue's going to take one of these, but not both, which is kind of interesting. Right? We can't take both 6s. But blue has to keep growing. So I don't know which 6 it takes, but it means it doesn't have a 6 otherwise. Let me think about this. If this blue grew down into this 6, the orange would terminate here. Yeah, actually, I'm not sure. Okay, I don't know that that's it. Maybe it's this white dot here. So we can't do 1, 2. We can't do 2, 3. Actually, there's a nice shortcut to thinking about this sometimes, which I think helps here, unless you have to sit and explain it like me. But because these 2 digits are consecutive, any 2 consecutive digits, you're going to have 1 even, 1 odd, right? One of them will be divisible by 2. If the lower digit is divisible by 2, that's the even one. You add 1, it's not even. If otherwise the lower digit's not divisible by 2, and adding 1 makes the higher digit divisible by 2. So anyway, hopefully it's clear that 2 consecutive digits, 1's even, 1's odd. So we need an even digit on here. The only even left is the 6, which means this is a 5-6 pair because we have to use the 6. All right, and so then that places the 3 here. The row needs a 3. And we have a black dot, and we do it in the corner all at the same time. Okay, so these are in different regions from each other. Now, I don't know. Let's see, I think we can argue that this is a new color. Can we? Actually, I don't know. This is a 6. We can at least argue that because of the black dot. Okay, so first of all, even if green took this cell here, it's only 4 long, so it still has to come through this gap. And now this needs to be part of a region, right? It can't be part of the same region as the one below it, so it has to join a different region. It's going to join green. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cells here. We have to have a border here, and we have to have a border here. It goes down 1 more, and then that finishes this region. So the remaining digits in this region are 1, 2, and 4. There's only one place we can put 2 in this region, which is here. And then this is not 1, so this is 4, and this is 1. And that makes that 4. Very nice. Okay, that's progress. Now this is definitely a new region because we're just not able to connect to any existing ones. So it's going to come all the way down here, and we'll just color that red. We don't know if red continues down or turns left or both. All right, this cell here, or purple needs to get out of all of this, so it's going to get out like that. These are from 4, 5, 6, I guess. That's not a 6. It cannot take this 6, so purple can't take that cell. Interesting. I don't know. Oh, okay. So we can't grow down. Look at this white dot here. These are in the same region as each other. So if I grew down here, I'd also be forced to take this, and now we'd have 7 cells in the region. So we're actually not allowed to go that way. So we go here, and then now purple is done. And this is 5. This is actually only a 5. Wow. It can't be 6. It can't be 4. So this is 5. That's 6. That's 5. We get the 4 and the 6. This is really fun so far. All right. The red comes down. I told you chaos construction is fun. The red comes down here. The red is going to need to peek into this row or into this column to get a 3 at the very least, because it can't have a 3 in this column. I'm not sure if that matters. Okay, what else can we do here? Let's actually fill some Sudoku here. So we have 1, 2, we need 3 and 5 here. Here we need 1, we have 2, 3, we need 4 and 5. That's not the 4. And here we need 1, 2, 3. That's not a 3, that's not a 2. All right, did that help me? Not immediately. Okay, I got to think about these 6s. These 6s are in different regions from each other. How many regions do I have? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's one region left that I haven't assigned a color to. These are in the same region as each other. And they cannot join the blue. They can't join the orange. They can't join the red. So this is our last region. Let's call it yellow. These are consecutive. We know that. They're 2, 3. So the white dot was just telling us about them being in the same region. So that seems important. Let's actually fill these digits. We need 4, 5. And here we need 1, 3. Okay. So we kind of have this X-wing on 3s here. Does that matter? I'm not sure. Doesn't seem like it. All right. I'm wondering about, let's see, what is the next step? That's what I'm wondering about. Okay, so yellow has a 3 in it. Right, we said red had to dip in here and grab a 3. So it's grabbing this 3 or this 3, obviously. Right, so we can't isolate this corner, right? If red doesn't take this, what does? And I guess the answer is yellow. That actually seems okay. Wait. No, okay. It doesn't work, right? If this corner is not red, then it's yellow, and then it has to get out and connect to this other yellow. And now we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cells for red. Doesn't work. So red this has to be in a region, so it's going to be in red, because there's no new region available. Wouldn't fit in here anyway. And so now red just dips in to grab the 3, whichever one ends up 3. These are 1, 2, 4, 5, but I don't know if I care. Might as well fill it, I guess. So what are we doing? So that means yellow takes the other one, right? If red can only take one of these, yellow takes the other one. It's going to take the 1. So yellow has 1, 2, 3. How do we logically prove? Like, it feels like yellow is going to take these as well, but how do we logically prove that? And then one of these 6s. Interesting. I got to get a digit to reveal this fog. Maybe there's something under the fog. Yeah, I'm struggling to see how we force these. Okay, so I'm just gonna put red, yellow here to say one of these is yellow, one of these is red, and the red one's the 3, the yellow one's the 1. And then, do I need to pencil these? I don't think they're very pencilable. Does it have to do with where blue grows? It feels pretty ambiguous between these 6s of like which one's blue, which one's yellow, or even if maybe orange could take it. Maybe we have to ask about this corner like we did about this corner. So if this corner is not orange, right, it feels like it should be orange, but let's say it's not orange. Then it's going to have to grow out to here. And now it's it is 2 cells big, right? So it can't join a 4-cell region. So it's not going to be blue. We're positing that it's not orange. So it would be these cells. And so it would have to come out at least one more. So it would be 3 cells long. So I suppose it could be yellow. So what yellow could do is it could grab 3 of these. I don't know which 3. either here or here, and then come all the way here to grab its 4, 5, 6. This would be this. You know what? I think we can place this as a 6. I think that's the key. Yeah, this column needs a 6. That's the key. We can place that 6. And now these are the same region, so they can't be orange. Okay, so that proves that they're yellow then. Yellow does exactly what I just said. This is the 5. This is the 4. That's our 5. Wow, it was all just revealing that one white dot. Okay, this is the this is a 1-2 pair, so we need the 5 and the 4 in this column. Okay, let's clean this up. 3, 5, 1, 4, 1. All right, this is 2 or 3 as well. That's a 2, 3 pair, so that's the 1, that's the 3. We said the 3 would be in red, and the 1 would be in yellow. That's our 2 and our 3. All right, I wonder if we can draw these borders. I'm not going to finish this one because I want to finish the coloring and the borders first. So orange has to continue. This is a border here. In fact, let's do the whole outline so it looks nice here. Boom. Okay. So orange is done. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blue takes these ones. Okay. And we need a border here. Did I miss any borders? It looks good. All right. Now we finish with a 1, and we're done. Nice. Darn, I wish if I had just seen that 6, I wouldn't have had to think nearly as hard. But it was cool that I was able to posit that there were only 2 options. Either this was orange or the yellow came through here. And then I realized, okay, well, no matter what, that makes this a 6. Then I realized that it was just a 6 by Sudoku. But you can see that GDC had to add that white dot in order to resolve how the regions finish, because it was ambiguous with what we had. Well, I'm glad that validates that. All right, cool. Well, this was a really well-crafted puzzle, GDC. I really enjoyed it. A lot of logic to do as you went, but always it was clear, like, kind of where to look. Up until the end where I needed that 6, but that's on me. I think I had realized a while ago in my head that was going to be a 6, but I didn't really think that that meant I could place the 6 for some reason. I don't know why I didn't place the 6. Anyway. Cool. Well, I enjoyed that. Hope you did too. If you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.